Hey guys, welcome back to Fury Time channel. Saudi Arabian sports OUTRAGED plans Tyson Fury vs Anthony Joshua fight in March 2025. A new date for the Tyson Fury vs Anthony Joshua fight was revealed. Turkey Al-Sheikh scheduled the duel in March 2025. However, that date can still change. Turkey Al-Sheikh said plans for the Fury vs Joshua fight depended on the results of the duel for the undisputed heavyweight world title. If the rematch is true and Fury is not seriously injured, then the schedule for the fight against Joshua remains as planned. The choice of the date was deemed appropriate by Turkey Al-Sheikh. You see, Joshua will also return to the ring in September 2024. He will face winner Filip Hrgović vs Daniel Dubois for the race for the IBF belt. The Hrgović vs Dubois duel will be held on June 1st, 2024. Whenever they tell me that there is a date, you know I will be 100% ready. That will happen in London, Wembley Stadium. This is what I was told. If that's what they say, usually they will support their words, so let's just do it. Wembley, September 20 or 21st, Anthony Joshua said. Even though it is predicted that they will face the winner of Hrgović vs Dubois, Anthony Joshua insists that wherever the opponent is ready. On June 1st in Saudi Arabia they got a 5 vs 5. There is Filip Hrgović vs Daniel Dubois, and you have Gypsy King vs Deontay Wilder. So if one of them looks good, looks best, Turkey Al-Sheikh says to me I want you to fight he. What he said was, in the future I want people to look back at your record and say that you are taking your best. I said, now you speak to my language, so I'm sure that's what I'm going to fight one of them. Say Joshua again. Turkey Al-Sheikh has leaked plans for Joshua vs Fury's fight. However, Anthony Joshua is reluctant to think about the fight that is still next year. He is currently focusing on the nearest duel in September 2024 for the IBF belt. After all, victory in the clashes will lead him to a duel against Tyson Fury. We are on the same page and he is also on the same page as the fans. However, Fury has his obligations, so I have to make sure I stay focused and discipline it, go ahead and go through the opponent, so that I can get closer to getting a chance against Tyson Fury, said AJ. Deontay Wilder pledges to destroy Zhang Jili in heavyweight clash. Deontay Wilder is pledging to destroy Zhang Jili in their heavyweight clash next month on June 1st in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Fans don't buy what Deontay says because he looks like he can no longer pull that trigger on his punches, hounded by his 2 knockout losses to Tyson Fury, and worried about getting stopped again. The fight against Fury slapper showed that Wilder's punch resistance is too poor to handle the hard shots that the 6'6" southpaw Big Bang Zhang Jili will be hitting him with in their fight on June 1st at the Kingdom Arena. Former WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder says he is made a transformation in his life, and he is apologizing to Zhang ahead of time for what he will do to him during their 12-round fight. Wilder wants to make a statement to show people he is back with the killer instinct he once had after his recent losses to Joseph Parker and Tyson Fury. The 38-year-old Wilder can't afford another loss if he wants to get that lucrative fight against Anthony Joshua that he has been chasing for the last 5 years. Wilder is the underdog going into this fight with Zhang Jili, and many boxing fans believe he is going to be knocked out within 6 rounds. Zhang is an excellent counterpuncher, and he is dangerous early in his fights. If he connects with anything big against Wilder in the early going, it will probably be over with Deontay's statement fight. No more, Mr. Nice Guy. Deontay Wilder is back, said Wilder to the Queensberry YouTube channel. I think it's exciting for me to fight so many guys that overweight me, and I'm still able to do what I do. If Wilder is to have any chance of winning against Zhang Jili, he is going to need to fire his right hand with conviction from the first round. He can't afford to move around the ring waiting for an opening, because Zhang Jili will make quick work of Deontay if he is too afraid to pull the trigger on his punches like we saw in his last fight against Joseph Parker last December, with him having the pedigree that he has, two-time Olympian, the height, big bang, the big punch and a southpaw. All of that is amazing to me. Wilder continued. He is a great fighter for me to make a statement to show people I am back. When I destroy him, it's back to the top I go. Jank, I'm sorry, it has to be you. I've been a transformation in my life. They are calling the bronze bomber back. I mean no peace for anyone. This is nothing personal. It's only a business. I must destroy you in a great fashion. I'm trying to bring nothing but pain, said Wilder. Most likely it's going to end badly for Wilder, with him getting banger out by Zhang Jili within 4 rounds. I don't think it's going to take more than 4 rounds for Zhang to knock out Wilder and end his career. Deontay Wilder vs. Jared Anderson, a potential blockbuster in the making. Deontay Wilder could face Jared Anderson on the August 3rd card if he is ready to return to the ring for that, even after his June 1st fight against Zhang Jili in Saudi Arabia. The former WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder, uninjured. His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh wants the Wilder vs. Anderson fight for the Terence Crawford vs. Israel Madrimov card on August 3rd at the MBO Stadium in Los Angeles. What's unclear is whether Wilder will still be the option for Jared Anderson if he loses to Zhang on June 1st. If Wilder is coming off a loss, especially a knockout defeat, that would take a lot of excitement away from fans. Turki Al-Sheikh on Wilder vs. Anderson. His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh said this on social media about Jared Anderson potentially fighting Deontay Wilder on August 3rd. Jared Anderson is with us now on August 3rd, Riyadh season's card at LA against Wilder. If he is ready by then to fight after 1st of June's fight against Zhang Jili, happy to collaborate with the top rank again. Riyadh season's card 3rd of August in LA will be one of the history. If the Wilder-Anderson fight gets made, it will be a big step up in class for the 24-year-old Jared Anderson, unbeaten from the opposition he has been facing. Top Rank will be throwing Anderson to the wolves if the older sick and destroy version of Deontay shows up for that fight. Anderson was shaken up a couple of times in his fight against Charles Martin last year, and he doesn't have the greatest chin. In Jared's recent fight against Riyad Murphy, he fought like he was afraid to get clipped. Murphy wasn't throwing any punches, yet Anderson was afraid to go after him to try and knock him out. The crowd ended up booing both fighters. After the fight, Anderson blamed Murphy rather than himself for the lack of action. When a fighter has a stiffened there with them, they are supposed to go after them to knock them out. But Jared Anderson looks scared to engage. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.